Okay, let's call the meeting to order. Let's go with Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the
Allegiance to
flag
the flag of the United States of America,
republic which stands one
one
nation,
nation.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sherry?
That's Sherry.
That is.
I'm saying it in my car. I'm very patriotic. I'm saying it in the car. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Sherry, are you standing and driving?
Yeah, good. Is Dan with us?
I'm very talented.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Lyman.
Is Dan on?
Yeah, so is,
He's on.
all right, excellent. Okay. Any public comment? Devin, anyone out there?
We've got one attendee, but no hands raised, so we'll give another moment. All right, I think we're all set.
Okay, thank you. Need a motion to approve the minutes from the March 25th meeting.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion or changes? All those in favor state by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Correspondence, anything, Kathy, Kat?
We have not received any.
Nothing. Russ? Any correspondence? Just checking. F reports, the chair report, I do not have anything new to report. Joe, town council?
Just for the town part, we had our annual town meeting yesterday for the budget and we have our referendum in a couple weeks.
Excellent. Chris, anything out of FHS?
Yeah, well, we met on the 16th. I mean, I guess as everyone pretty much knows, the building's 100% completed. Some punch list items are about 70% completed on the site work. The tennis courts are in, and we did a tour of central office, and I can't remember exactly, but 90-something percentage is complete. It's really taking great shape, and we'll be finishing that up. So everything's going along just fine. Contingencies are good. We had a little hiccup with some extra money on the contingency on the central office, but we're in good shape and should be wrapping up soon.
Do you know when they're moving in?
I
Dan?
wish.
So
Yeah.
we have furniture coming in next week and we're hoping to get a CO end of May. And then right there, once you get to the end of the school year, it kind of gets a little challenging. And so
Yeah.
we might kind of move in stages depending on how each department. So, finance might be a little bit later because they're trying to do end of year budget stuff and trying to get them to be in two places might be tricky. So, we'll probably go in a little bit stages, but we're hoping mid-June, we're all
really?
in there.
Before school stuff. Thank you.
Excellent. Architect report, Chris, anything new to report from
Nope.
your end?
No, I think I'll defer to the GC report, but be happy to answer any questions. at
Okay,
that time.
that's good. General contractor, KBE.
Yeah, so things are progressing nicely inside the building. We got our in-wall inspection last week on the third floor. Drywall is up on one side, insulation's in, electrical is approved. The inspector will be back out tomorrow to inspect the in-wall, and then we'll start the second layer of drywall on the third floor. Second floor, we have our inspection tomorrow for framing and electrical. We'll proceed the same way, insulation and drywall, and then we'll call for our full in-wall inspection after that. And then first floor, framing got started this week. The electrician will be out there working on roughing electrical on the first floor starting next week. And then outside, we're working with Russ, hoping to get started on the new addition in the next week or two.
Excellent. Just clarification, what's in wall, the internal walls?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Chris, do you want to piggyback on any of that or you're good?
Sounded good to me.
Spot on, right? All right, excellent. Financial subcommittee report, Chris, Sherry?
We met before the meeting, and we'll present considered the invoices for vote today and approved everything, reviewed them and approved them.
Excellent. Kathy on the financial report.
I'll turn that over to Kat.
So included with each invoice is a, what we call a vendor summary sheet. So in your packet for each approved invoice that we'll go over, it has kind of what their total contract is, what the previously approved invoices are and what is pending. So that is a breakdown, financially. We also, at your places have provided an updated owner's contingency log. This includes the, change orders that are on tonight's agenda. So our starting owner's contingency is $705,000. With all of the approved change orders, that totals $22,069.27, leaving us with $682,930.73 at this point in time. We also added a budget summary report at your spot. Jean, this is what I think you have requested, which we outlined what we tried to compress it a little bit, but I appreciate this. Thanks. yeah, no problem. Overall, what, the budgeted amount is, what we've spent to date, and then the percentage used for each of those, the construction, site work, and all of the soft costs.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, is all this online?
We can post that online. Yeah, it has
On the
not been
website?
posted yet. Yeah.
All right, that'd
Thank
be
you.
good. Good idea, Joe.
Okay.
All right, then we'll go to new business. I need a motion to approve the invoice packet.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, discussion. All right, this where you want to pick it up? Yeah.
All right, so the first one is Silver Petroselli. In your packet, you have the invoices that we're approving. The first page has this Silver Petroselli vendor sheet, which goes what I just said, what we've already approved, their contract information, and their current balance. So the first invoice on tonight's agenda is in the amount of $22,000. This is for their monthly construction administration fee for their services through the end of March. There's a second invoice from Silver Petroselli, and that is for environmental construction administration. Ty and Bond is their subcontractor. That is included in the backup for this invoice, but this is in the amount of $3,259.47 for their professional services through March 31st. The next invoice that is on here is KBE, and there's a vendor summary sheet for them as well. This is application number 2 for work performed through the end of March 3/31/25. This is in the amount of $780,255.56. These are reviewed internally by Farmington staff, but also reviewed by the architect and signed off as well. So this is recommended for payment. Then we have a number of invoices, I'm sorry, change orders. Russ, if you wanted to go over those. I know you're enthusiastic about that. but-
Existing beam and 2 columns, there should be a picture in here. It was on the second floor, it was buried under the wall it was a movable wall to open up in between 2 classrooms. Unfortunately, it fell right in the middle of a window and another room in that second floor, so they had to be removed. Part of the cost was to cut the beam out. They had plumbing and ductwork. They had to get the beam out and around. There it is right there. They have to take that out. Plumbing did not impact any of the existing framing. It was specific just for that install, I was assuming with the 1980 edition, but was not visible under the sheetrock when we were doing the work, doing the design work. For a total of $6,282.89. The next change order is for additional abatement on the first floor in the main corridor hallway. It wasn't originally included in the plans for abatement, and we use contract unit prices. This is under the rug in the main corridor for $12,101.60. Change order 4 was to eliminate an additional heater in the vault, or we got a credit for that for $1,580.52. And change order number 5 is to add additional box fire alarm system. We were gonna originally use the existing that were in place, but they were too large. And they couldn't be retrofitted to accept the new fire alarms units, so we had to take them out and put new ones in, and this also includes a credit for that work as well. For a total of $3,765.30.
One question I have, based on how far you guys are into the building now, do you anticipate any more abatement?
I think now we're good. right?
Not at this point.
Okay,
Well, we tested a couple other concerned areas that Kat pointed out during one of her walks.
discuss that offline.
So we found a couple things that we thought could have been hot. They weren't, which was good. So we, at this point, we're clean.
Oh, that's good. Because these kind of costs can add up fast. Okay, anyone else with any questions on the change orders or the following invoices that we have presented to us?
One thing I forgot to mention, that we reviewed these with Jack prior as part of the decision-making group for the.
Yep.
Go through them and send them out. So they got, all had reviewed for that. So
Right.
First time I've ever seen a change order.
Wow.
I had to look it up in the dictionary.
From an architect.
Question, what percentage are you guys done framing or, changing the walls and stuff like that? Yeah. So that's why I'm asking is that's, in our experience, that's usually the biggest surprise area, so that bodes well.
yeah, no, I think we're in good shape. I was telling Chris before, we have a couple change orders coming, one for ductwork. Some of the drawing, without going into the ceiling and removing all the drop ceilings and trying to find all the ductwork. Some was there, some wasn't, some got removed by mistake, thinking it was something else, so we have a change order coming for that. That'll be a plus and a minus, but it'll all get worked out. But yeah, I think right now, knock on wood, we're in pretty good shape.
Excellent. Anything? Okay, then let's vote on the motion. All those in favor state by saying aye. Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries. Other business. I'll bring one up, or just, when do you think would be an appropriate time for maybe this committee to go out there and do a little field
Walk.
tour? Yeah, December. Okay.
Whenever you want. Whatever is convenient for you.
What I would suggest is for the safety of everybody, do it sometime after 3:30.
Yeah, we'll do it at this time.
Our
Yeah.
meeting,
Yeah.
start the meeting.
Yeah.
The next meeting?
Yeah, maybe the next
Maybe the
meeting.
next meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. And then do you think the next meeting should be the second meeting of the month?
Yeah,
Yeah, so the second meeting of the month, and then we plan a tour up there?
you good with it?
Yeah, sure.
Meet up there? That'll be
Yeah,
May.
Yeah, so the second meeting would be May 27th.
Is that Memorial?
That's the day after Memorial Day.
Okay,
So are we canceling the May 13th?
yes.
Okay.
So May 27th and meet up there?
we should meet up at the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Okay,
4:30?
4:30.
Well, what about the 13th?
Oh,
Should
trailer
we
won't-
cancel the 13th?
Yeah,
Canceled.
Yeah.
Trailer will be gone. right?
Trailer will be gone. Well, we can just meet right inside the gate.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Or
In the
we're
parking
gonna hold business, right?
What was that?
We're gonna have business to hold.
Yeah.
I would say we do our meeting first here.
And then
Okay,
go up.
And then walk
okay,
up.
so meet,
End the meeting with the tour.
okay, so
Okay.
meet here, yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna be on Zoom for whoever for the.
okay, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
meet here.
Meet here and then we'll walk up there.
Yeah.
That'll get
Okay,
time for everybody to get out there. Yeah.
Okay,
All
sounds good.
fair enough.
Make
Okay.
sure you wear closed-toed shoes to the next meeting.
Talking to Dan?
He's known to not.
Let me
And-
let me hold note in my calendar for that.
I was really talking to myself.
Yeah.
Out loud.
Okay.
That's a
Excellent.
hard look over here. Why is she looking at me?
And
Holy
shorts.
cow.
You're looking at Joe, right?
You can show
Okay.
some Expertise up there,
Yeah.
to find debatement areas.
You know, doing my job. Yeah, I just happened to be looking that way.
All right, so to recap, we canceled the first May meeting. We're still having the May 27th meeting at 4:30. We're meeting here, conducting our business, and then we're gonna go up and have a tour and no open show.
No open,
Yeah.
And
no scandal today.
Thank you.
All right,
Excellent.
okay.
All right, does anyone from the committee have anything they'd like to talk about, discuss, anything?
No.
Okay, just need a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
All those in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.